As good as lead enrichment can help with giving you a lot of fruitful data about your leads, there is one catch. The lead could still be irrelevant when you get on a phone with them. How many times have you followed up with a lead only to realize they had zero interest or zero budget? It's not just annoying, it's expensive. You're losing time that could be spent on real prospects. However, picture having a workflow that automatically scores every incoming lead based on the things like their industry, company size, job title, or even AI based custom interest signals. Then it tells you which ones are hot, warm, or cold, so you immediately know where to focus. That's our lead scoring and engagement system. And it's a total game changer. Think about the savings. You don't need to hire someone just to sift through your CRM. You also don't waste precious hours calling the wrong folks. You go straight for the leads most likely to buy, which means more revenue and faster. If you like the sound of that, stay tuned. I'm walking you through how we built this in N10, hooking up AI scoring logic built directly into your CRM. So you jump on the best lead first. Let's make sure you never wonder how should I call next again. To make this even better, we'll be sharing the JSON file for this automation at the end for no extra cost, everything for free. Let's dive
This
in.
is the 20 CRM which I will be using to save all the scraped data from the previous videos and also manage them. If you're using some other CRM, make sure it has API access to perform the operations we will be doing in this video. With 20, you can see all the companies on one place like this. It has account owner name which has added this data. It has company name, which we will be setting in from the extracted data in our Google Sheet. It has also has people who we can reach out to, and all this data we have imported from the Google Sheet. It also has a page to manage people, so it has email IDs, the name of the people, and other details, right? All this are connected with the company they are linked to. Now to get API access, I let's go here and go to API webhooks. Now, if you are using a cloud hosted 20, you will see the same thing and you can copy the API and save it in your notepad. You can also do self-hosting of 20, which I have done. To do the self-hosting of 20 CRM on your own server so you can use it effectively for all your purposes. You can see the commands which I have pasted with the YouTube description video, and you can follow the steps which are mentioned there, and you'll be ready with your very own 20 CRM self-hosted on your server, which you can add any data, anything for free. Let's start with our CRM insertion of data. So we'll start with Google Sheets. And also we want to trigger this manually once. So I'm using trigger manually node and we'll select the same sheet which we enriched the last time in the video. The next thing will be loop. Set the batch size to 15 to maybe process 15 records at once. Now to reach out to our node of 2020 through API, we will be using HTTP request and a post method, and we will be adding our own API key. Let's get rid of this and use the HTTP request. There it is. Now we will be adding data to our CRM in two parts. First will be we will be adding companies data. So for all the data in our sheet of companies, We will be adding them one after another using this API, which will be a post request, and this will be the body of it. We will add name of the company and a domain name, and it should have website as the column title of the table, and we'll pass in the website data, we'll pass in LinkedIn data or the LinkedIn URL, then we'll move ahead and add city. Created by will be email, right? So source can be email. We can add other source as well, like name or information. I've set it as email, so in the created by column, we'll see the same. And account owner ID can vary. You can go to your 20, look for this ID, you'll find it easily. If you don't, you can check the browser console and the first API you see getting called when the table is loaded, you will find this ID there easily. So let's add this in the HTTP request node and let's copy it here. I did all the other information as well. The header, I've attached the URL or the API key which I received from 20, right? We just saw. And I've attached the body. Don't worry if you miss this. I'll be adding this in the document and attaching the link to that document in the description of the video. So do look out for that. Now here we have added the company. The next thing is to add people, right? So for that there is people API of 20 and this is the body of that API. So we will be providing the first name, right? Now, since in our data sheet we do not have name, we do have email, right? So we'll attach the name available in the email itself before the sign of at the rate, right? So what I'm doing is I'm clicking or selecting if loop and fetching data from there. Using if, as we haven't added if node yet, we will need to add the if node because for the data we have, if we do not have email in the data, our job will fail or our workflow will fail, right? So to handle all the possible potential issues, we will need to add or handle such situations, right? And then we should move forward, right? So let's add HTTP request node again for people. And this will be again a post request. Let's place this correctly. We can just remove this and there it is. Let's go back and connect to the loop, right? So there it is. Let's copy this URL and paste it above. And also the body, if you go through this body, we have just added some JavaScript to maybe fetch data from the already available data in our Google Sheet. If you have fetched additional data, you'll be able to do it more easier without the JavaScript, right? So for now, I have done some manipulation just to fill in all the data so I can show it to you. So for additional email, I have added this JavaScript. So the process or the format of the email I'm receiving in the Google Sheet is the first email, then followed by comma, followed by the second email, right? So the first email will be here, and the following emails will be here, right? So in most of the cases, or 99% of the cases, they just provide two URLs, or maybe you can just set your hunter to just give you two URLs, right? So from Google Map or from Hunter, just ask for two URLs and you can maybe add it here. If you have additional emails, of course, you can add it here, but just go with two. It makes things simpler and easier to work with. And there it is. Let's add all the other data. I've added all the information, my API key of 20 and the body, right? So let's run this. Let's see if this one works. And do that, let's check all the boxes. And if it is done, let's leave that thing open. We will see what comes and let's save. Also, let's check and update this filling 20, right? Or feeling 20, whichever you prefer. And let's see how the execution works. And oh, I made one mistake. Let's remove this true, right? Yeah, that is better. Now let's test again. Let's remove this execution and test it again, right? And there it is. Our 20 is filled with data we got just now, which is from the Google Sheet. Let's check. So we have Pans World Digital Marketing Agency in Mumbai, Digital Sajita, Hive Minds. We have Go Strategy Hub. Let's find those on the 20. Hive Mind, Zahi Marketing, and many more. So we did just now add all the data from our Google Sheet into our 20 CRM. And from here, we can do all kinds of things. We can contact them, we can approach them, we can talk to them, and maybe update their status. We have their number, we have their emails, and everything on our system. So, to sum it up, we created three workflows, and at the end of those, our CRM is filled with leads. And the only thing left now is to reach to them through email or phone, however your business prefers, and get them to your clients, convert them to your clients, right? The entire process might take hours with traditional techniques, but with N10, we have really sped our process up, and the benefits will be surely seen in our business. So if you like this video, if you found it helpful, do give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and also let us know if you would like to see something else for automation for your business. Thank you.